2013, Jekyll and Hyde, with its musical vocabulary that it has, and a story that is as timeless as can be, but the music makes it so modern, it just makes it that wonderful date night out.
Too many men, too little time, I want them all, is that a crime? I don't know why they say that I'm too easy.
As a pop writer, I was always taught to frame my songs around the talent that I was writing for. And in this case, with Constantine Maroulis and Deborah Cox and Teal Wicks, you know, I want to frame the show around them.
This is the moment, time of the hour, this day or never, I'll sit forever with the God.
There's a visual sensibility that's different because Jeff Calhoun, the director of the show, has reimagined the show visually in a completely different way than it's ever been before. And he worked with Leslie Bricusse and myself on the book and the score. And so there are new things that are going to be on Broadway that were never on Broadway last time. And it is very much a new piece of art than it is a revival of something that already existed. I think that's really important. Bring On the Men, which is one of the icons of the show, was never on in the Broadway show. It is now.
We say, bring on the men, and let the fun begin. A little touch of sin, why wait another minute?
Jekyll's first big song, I Need to Know, was never in the show on Broadway, but it is now.
I need to know why man plays the strange double game. His hand always close to the flame. It's a deal with the devil he cannot disclaim. But what's his name? I need to know.
The whole opening of Act 2 is different. The very ending of the show is different. So when you combine that with a total new visualization of the show and totally new orchestrations and arrangements that frame these wonderful new talents of Constantine and Deb in particular, it's really a new, living, beautiful, passionate piece of art. It's sexy, it's dangerous. In a world that's kind of a little bit on Broadway these days, political correct and the way things are, this show has a, you know, it's sexy, you know, and it's a great date show. It should be the date show.
Someone like you, not someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing, and I feel so alive.
It's just going to be a real surprise. And we have toured the show now for the last half of the year. And we really have gotten the sign-off from the Jeckies that they love this new production. So we've kept their respect and we've kept their enthusiasm and their passion. At the same time, we've introduced a whole new world of Jeckies to the show. I've seen the show around the world, and it's the same everywhere. And, you know, it's one of those things. This story really touches people, and it transcends the time it was written in. So it is apropos today, and it means something today. At the same time, it's got melody. It really has that thing, you know, people love big sweeping melody, you know. Maybe that's not what's in vogue in New York at this particular second, but for the rest of the world, they like big sweeping melody, and they like great singers who sing those songs. And if you give the audience enough of those moments during the show, they'll give it back to you at the end of the evening.